What we have here with our nurses are people who go above and beyond. We're looking for people who aren't meeting expectations, they surpass them. They're taking care of their patients in ways that you're not going to find written in the Post-Dispatch, but it's a daily occurrence here.
The demands made on the nurses here are different than they are in other places, and so being frontline, particularly in the ICU or late at night with a patient that has a turn for the worse or something, the nurses are a critical part of what we sort of hear say the tagline, when it's critical. Without a doubt, we couldn't do it without the nurses.
The patients that talk to me that are happy with their hospital experience are so happy because it's not the doctors that made them happy or the medical students who are probing and punching and sticking them with needles. It's the nurses. The nurses are the ones that can make or break a hospital experience, and they're the ones usually the patients remember most.
You're my heroes. They're there every day. They're there for the patient. They serve the patient, they serve the physicians, they're there as colleagues to the physicians, the residents, and the other trainees in the institution, actually giving advice and mentorship. So they're really, I think, the underpinning to the success of St. Louis University Hospital.
The SLU nurse is the hub of what happens on our units.
Compassionate, focused, and driven in the execution of quality care to the patients they serve.
The SLU nurse is educated, is compassionate, is hardworking. There is no task too big or too small that they won't do. And the SLU nurse is the kind of nurse that I want to take care of my patients, my family, and frankly me if I need it.
To be honest, sometimes I think their job is even harder than a physician. This place would not be successful without them.
Jan Leffler has been an unbelievable nurse on 4 West, the inpatient psych unit. I think she is very wise, and wisdom, I think, is different than just being smart, but she's very wise about human beings.
Donna is like a little dictator. She set up an outstanding an organization of nurses. She recruited for the empty spots. She's got a great personality. She relates well to the nurses who are there. She will not stand for second-class care. She's quality improvement is sort of her mantra. I mean, that's what she does. And she made an ICU which was in disarray and, frankly, mediocre into an outstanding unit.
Well, one nurse that really stands out in terms of those at the University Hospital would be Carol Dorsey. She's our long-standing OR nurse. Carol has been with us for many years, and she has just been a formidable asset in terms of getting things done, solving problems, and addressing the needs of a very complex and technologically driven neurosurgical service. Leah is one of those individuals who simply functions on a level that is critical to our entire path. Leah has basically assumed the role of a nurse, an intern, a resident, and sometimes an internist in our day-to-day care. She is a terrific problem solver. She addresses the issues, gets them resolved, and actually makes lemonade out of lemons on a daily basis.
She had a massive heart attack, and just from there an array of things went wrong, from renal failure to esophagus issues to quadruple amputation. I mean, just from day one, the nurses just like bonded to her just immediately. They took care of her like that was one of their loved ones. I mean, they not only took care of her, but for 18 months they kept my sister alive. You know, she realized that through all of this and all that she had been through, that there were still people encouraging her that, yes, you can get past this. You know, and that's what the nurses were doing every day. You know, again, they would walk in a room, they would smile, she would smile. And, I mean, you can almost can't imagine that a person has gone through this much trauma can smile every day, but because they were smiling with her, and they have been angels, they have been They have been just wonderful. And so to the entire 7 ICU staff, my family loves you, my family adores you, and we are forever, ever grateful for what you did for Diane.
I absolutely believe that the level of care here is absolutely saving lives, especially when you see our trauma patients. Our nurses at St. Louis University and the St. Louis University Hospital, both in our School of Nursing and on the floors of the hospital, do an exceptional job to help us give the best possible care we can to our patients. And we're very proud of what they do.
We don't thank you often enough, and not in enough ways. But we know you're here, and I have a hard time talking about it. They make it so that I can do what I do.
I'd like to say that we have the best nurses, without a doubt, and when I'm sick, I want to be here.